Hey everyone, welcome to the mysterious world. Deep in the hills of Assam, nestled among the lush forests and serene valleys, lies a small, picturesque village called Jatinga. Its beauty is undeniable, but beneath its tranquil surface hides a mystery that has baffled scientists, naturalists, and locals alike for over a century. A mystery that revolves around the strange behavior of birds. Welcome to Jatinga, the land of the unexplained. Jatinga, a village inhabited by approximately 2,500 residents, stands out as a remarkable place. It has gained notoriety over the years due to a strange occurrence that has captivated the attention of many: the mass deaths of birds, which are often referred to as a form of suicide. Each year, particularly during the monsoon season, countless birds inexplicably descend from the sky and meet their demise in this locale. This perplexing behavior raises significant questions about the motivations behind these incidents. What compels these birds to engage in such a tragic event? Is this phenomenon genuinely indicative of suicide among avian species, or could there be a scientifically grounded explanation for their behavior? The mystery surrounding this unsettling occurrence continues to provoke curiosity and concern, prompting a deeper investigation into its causes. The unsettling mystery of Jatinga first emerged in the early 20th century, specifically in the 1900s, when British tea planters stationed in the area began to encounter unusual tales from the indigenous Zim Nagas. This tribe, which had inhabited the region for countless generations, recounted bizarre accounts of birds plummeting from the sky during particular times of the year, seemingly attracted by an inexplicable force. Initially, the British settlers brushed off these stories as mere local legends or folklore, attributing them to superstition. However, the narrative took a significant turn in 1957 when a well-known ornithologist, Dr. E.P.G., undertook a thorough investigation into the phenomenon. His findings provided validation to the claims made by the Zim Nagas, confirming that indeed something peculiar and inexplicable was occurring in Jatinga, sparking further intrigue into the mysterious behavior of these birds. Dr. E.P.G.'s discoveries sent ripples of surprise through the scientific community, challenging the established understanding of avian behavior. The question that emerged was both compelling and perplexing. What could lead hundreds of birds from various species to exhibit such an unusual and inexplicable pattern of behavior? The initial shock of his findings opened the door to deeper inquiry, yet it wasn't until the 1960s and 1970s that researchers began to dedicate serious efforts toward exploring the mysterious phenomenon occurring in Jatinga. This period marked a significant turning point, as scientists sought to uncover the underlying causes behind this bizarre behavior, eager to unravel the enigma that had baffled observers. The phenomenon of bird suicides takes place within a distinctly defined time frame, specifically between the months of September and October. This occurs on nights when the moon is absent, accompanied by dense fog and overcast skies. As night descends, the birds, primarily local migratory species, start to exhibit erratic flying patterns. Their behavior becomes increasingly disoriented, leading them to collide with various structures, such as buildings and trees, as well as the ground itself. The consequences of these chaotic flights can be dire. Many birds meet their end instantly upon impact, while others sustain severe injuries that prove fatal in the aftermath. This tragic occurrence highlights the vulnerability of these avian creatures under specific environmental conditions, raising further questions about the factors influencing their behavior during this critical period. More than 40 different species of birds have been documented exhibiting this unusual behavior, including kingfishers, egrets, and the impressive black drongo. Adding to the peculiarity of this phenomenon is its highly localized nature. It is not a widespread occurrence, but rather confined to a relatively small area. This specific strip of land measures approximately 1.5 kilometers in length and 200 meters in width, highlighting how concentrated the phenomenon is. Such a limited geographical range raises intriguing questions about the environmental factors or specific conditions present in this narrow corridor that might contribute to the bird's strange behavior. The diversity of species involved further complicates the mystery, prompting researchers to delve deeper into the potential causes behind this bizarre avian occurrence. So, what could be causing this peculiar behavior? Over the years, various theories have been proposed, but none have provided a definitive answer. Let's take a look at some of the most prominent explanations. One of the initial theories proposed to explain this phenomenon was that the birds were engaging in mass suicide, driven by stress or the impact of unusual atmospheric conditions. This idea suggested that external pressures might lead the birds to such drastic behavior. However, contemporary scientific understanding has shed light on the cognitive differences between birds and humans, indicating that birds lack the mental capacity required to deliberately commit acts of self-destruction. Unlike humans, who can contemplate their actions and their consequences, birds operate primarily on instinct and environmental cues. This realization has led researchers to reconsider the motivations behind the bird's behavior, suggesting that there must be other explanations for the alarming incidents observed in Jatinga rather than attributing them to conscious choices of self-harm. A widely accepted theory among researchers suggests that the bird's disorientation is caused by a combination of environmental factors specific to the region. Jatinga, located in the Boreal Hills, experiences strong winds, heavy rainfall, and thick fog during the monsoon season. These harsh weather conditions, especially when paired with low visibility on dark, moonless nights, can confuse the birds and disrupt their natural navigation. As they try to fly through these difficult conditions, the bad weather and poor visibility may overwhelm their instincts, leading to erratic flight and collisions. This explanation highlights the impact of environmental factors rather than intentional behavior by the birds as the cause of the phenomenon. Compounding the confusion faced by the birds is the influence of artificial lighting in the area. In Jatinga, local villagers frequently use torches, lamps, and bonfires to deter wild animals or to illuminate their surroundings on particularly dark nights. This practice can inadvertently add to the disorientation of the birds, already struggling to navigate due to the natural environmental factors at play. The birds may mistakenly perceive these artificial lights as celestial bodies such as the moon or stars. As a result, they might be drawn toward these lights at high speeds, unaware of the potential dangers that lie in their path. This misperception can lead to catastrophic collisions with various objects, further contributing to the troubling phenomenon observed in the region. The interplay of natural disorientation and human-made light sources creates a precarious situation for the birds, exacerbating their already challenging navigation during critical times. One villager remarked, "We have witnessed the birds flying directly toward the lamps year after year. In the past, we believed it was a curse or a sign of bad luck, but now we understand that it's due to something different." In recent decades, researchers have undertaken a number of studies aimed at gaining a deeper understanding of the behaviors exhibited by the birds in Jatinga. Alongside the factors of weather conditions and the disorienting effects of artificial lights, some scientists have begun to consider the possibility that the region's distinct geographical features may also contribute to this puzzling phenomenon. The Boreal Hills are known to possess magnetic anomalies, which could disrupt the birds' internal navigation systems that they rely on for orientation. This interference may further exacerbate the disorientation experienced by the birds, complicating their ability to navigate effectively. By exploring these various elements, researchers hope to unravel the complexities surrounding the birds' behavior and identify the full range of influences that lead to their tragic collisions during the monsoon season. However, despite these studies, there is still no complete consensus on what exactly causes this phenomenon. Is it purely environmental, or is there a combination of unknown factors at play? Whatever the case, the mystery of Jatinga remains. Efforts have been made to protect the birds and prevent unnecessary deaths. In recent years, environmental organizations, alongside local villagers, have worked together to raise awareness about the phenomenon. They've discouraged the use of lights during the peak season and have promoted the safe capture and release of disoriented birds. As a result, the number of fatalities has decreased, but the mystery continues to draw curious minds to this remote corner of India. Today, Jatinga has gained international attention not just for its scenic beauty but for its enigmatic bird phenomenon. Tourists, ornithologists, and mystery seekers flock to the village each year to witness this strange event. A tourist expressed their thoughts, saying, "I have been reading about this phenomenon for years and experiencing it firsthand is truly surreal. It feels somewhat eerie, yet at the same time it is incredibly fascinating." Meanwhile, a scientist shared their perspective, noting, "There remains a significant amount for us to discover regarding bird behavior, particularly in extraordinary situations like this one." Jatinga offers a unique chance to observe how animals adapt and respond to extreme changes in their environment. The enigma surrounding the Jatinga bird phenomenon has captivated and perplexed generations over the years. Although we have made strides toward unraveling its mysteries, there are still lingering questions that remain unanswered. Is this phenomenon merely a peculiar aspect of nature, resulting from an unusual intersection of geography, weather patterns, and artificial light? Or could there be a deeper, more complex explanation that transcends our current understanding? As researchers continue to explore this phenomenon, the quest for answers persists, prompting further inquiry into the intricate relationship between these environmental factors and the behaviors of the birds involved. Regardless of the underlying cause, Jatinga stands as a testament to the fact that, despite our numerous scientific breakthroughs and advancements, nature still harbors a wealth of mysteries that remain to be discovered. Is it possible that the truth is rooted in the ancient tales passed down through generations, or will scientific inquiry eventually illuminate the answers we seek? Only time will reveal the outcome of this ongoing quest for understanding. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If you found this narrative captivating, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing for more fascinating explorations into the mysteries of the natural world.